let's talk about stuff that you don't like, Ken. And we start here with Macy's. Now, I think you're not alone on this one. This has not exactly been a loved name, but it has come back to some extent. And we were just talking in a segment a few minutes ago about going into the holiday season here. Why should investors steer clear of Macy's?
Well, the management guidance even told us, we like companies that beat estimates and raise guidance, and they actually lowered their guidance. And you think about, if you're going to be in retail, if you had to pick one out, it wouldn't be Macy's. And I think about Prime Day for Amazon. They did $12.7 billion of revenues in one day, either July 12th or July 14th. And then you look at Macy's, the entire year, they do about $25 billion in revenues. So basically, one day in Amazon is about 6 months of buys and of selling there in Macy's. So I think it's a pretty big difference. Again, I think stocks that make lows, new lows, continue to make more lows. So I think technically it's kind of trapped, lower guidance. And if you're going to be with the retailer, why even be around Macy's when you have companies like Amazon that in one day do half the revenue they do in the entire year?
All right, also want to talk more broadly about U.S. small caps. And for that, we're looking at the Russell 2000 or the IWM ETF. And I want to pull up the Wi-Fi Interactive one more time just to show the choppiness that we have seen this year. We've seen a couple highs here, and we are marching back down to the lows. And in fact, if we look over the last 3 years, maybe we're just going sideways over the last 2. What are you seeing in the small cap space?
I'm seeing that a lot of nervous investors. We are in a narrow market, whether we like it or not. We always done the underrated S&P 500, and then put in Apple, Microsoft, and all them, and kind of look at the difference. Look, investors are still very nervous. They want big liquid stocks, and small caps don't fit that definition. So for us to get a rally, I think first it's going to be led by those tech names, Microsoft, after having a really difficult August, September. The leadership, I believe, is going to come back to Apple, Microsoft, all those leaders that happened before this mess. And before we get to small caps, it's going to take some time. So I think most money is going to go into liquid names, big names. Hopefully they carry the day with good earnings coming up in the third, fourth week in October. And really, I think small caps right here is really an afterthought.